Hello, this is Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech, talking to you today about a truly rare magic card, Splendid Genesis. Let me start by telling you a little bit about what got me so interested in this card. One of my local card shops here in the Seattle area, Card Kingdom, has a wonderful display case in the back where they often put interesting things such as foils from the recent set, or occasionally you'll see Moxes or a Lotus there. When I went in a few weeks ago, this time I saw something truly amazing, which was the Splendid Genesis card. This is a card that I had never seen in person and that I was truly shocked to see in the case. Splendid Genesis is an extremely rare card. Let me give you a little bit of background information about it. The print run on it was 110 cards, so a single sheet. It was a celebration card. It was created for the birth announcement of Richard Garfield's first child. One of the big questions that people ask is this card Type 1 legal? It looks exactly like a Magic card. It's got the normal cut corners to it. It has a normal Magic back on it. It is not actually legal, though. It was not part of a regular set, so you couldn't play it in Type 1, although not that you would really want to play it. It's similar to Scheherazade in that it takes and restarts the game with another player. There were basically two printings of it. There was the full printing of the card, and then a copy of the card was distributed in the birth announcements. I haven't actually seen one of the copies or one of the birth announcements, but the card itself was definitely very cool. Most of the information I found out about this was from the Magic Library site, which the link is right there, and I definitely recommend checking it out. This is one of 3 different celebration cards that Richard Garfield has put together. The first of those is not pictured here, which is the proposal card drawn by Quentin Hoover. Some people have speculated what it looks like, but there aren't any copies of it floating around on the internet that I was able to find at all. Splendid Genesis was for Richard's first child, and Fraternal Exaltation was for his second child. Now, Fraternal Exaltation I have not seen in person yet. I hope to at some point. It has a slightly higher print run. It's double, so it was 2 sheets, so it's 220 of those that are floating around out in the world. One of the things I really like about this card is the quote that is on the bottom of it. She discovered with great delight that one does not love one's children because they are one's children, but because of the friendship formed while raising them. Wonderful quote. There's a few copies of Splendid Genesis that are out there in circulation. It is, as I mentioned, extremely rare. Most of the copies that I've been able to find online are in pretty good shape.
Hey, hello, this is Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech. I'm here at Card Kingdom in Seattle on the weekend of PAX, and I'm showing off a really cool card that they've got in stock that it's my first time actually seeing it in person. And this is the Splendid Genesis card. And let's see if we can get a good shot of it here. And the price tag on there is correct. You're seeing that right. That's $5,000. As I'll point out a little bit from some research online, I've seen this card going for as little as $5,000 and as much as $15,000 online. It's even on one of the buy lists currently at $4,000 for a store. It's an extremely rare card. There's about 120 of them that were printed, and this is the first time seeing it up close and personal. I think this card is actually worth more than most Legacy and even some vintage decks all by itself. There's been a little bit of questions over whether this is tournament legal. This is not actually an official tournament card. It can't be played in any tournaments. It was basically a birth announcement for friends of Richard Garfield for his first child. And I'll go into that a little bit more in some slides next.
One of the big questions that people ask me is how much is this card worth? As you just saw from the video, Card Kingdom has it up in store, not on their website, but in their physical location here in Seattle for $5,000. There is a slightly played one over at ABU Games for $9,000. And there is another one that I found online at $15,000. It's also on some buy lists, so Troll and Toad is paying $4,020 for it. So the CK price is actually extremely low compared to everything else that I could find online. Thanks. This has been Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech. I also wanted to say thank you specifically to Card Kingdom for letting me come into the store, shoot some footage, and hold a piece of Magic history.
System 1 loaded.
Tigger! The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger the wonderful thing. The top 1 minute of rubber.